in case you don't already know, I am a huge Disney fan, so of course I rushed out to see the new Snow White film on opening weekend. Seems like a lot of people didn't. So here are my thoughts and my review of Snow White. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content as well as movie content here on this channel every week. All of my movie reviews are spoiler free, and I will leave a playlist of my recent reviews linked up above in case you are looking for something to watch this weekend. Mufasa did just drop on Disney Plus, and I have a review of that one, so you're going to want to watch that one before clicking on it. Yes, I went to see the new Snow White. I had seen the trailers, I had heard the controversy, I had heard about the recastings and the rewrites and everything else that went along with this film. It seems like it has been plagued with issues from the beginning, but I did see the trailer on the big screen for the first time whilst watching Mufasa, and so I was like, right, okay, looking forward to this one. Could be a beautiful setting. It's got that whole aesthetic thing going on anyway. I actually saw Snow White in the cinema, the 1934 version in the cinema, in the same cinema as I ended up watching this one in the summer holidays when they were doing the Disney 100 special edition things. So I have seen Snow White on the big screen. And yeah, no, it was a tough watch. I'm not going to lie, it was a tough watch. I thought, well, they've got somebody singing live, they'll do the music well. No, they won't do the music well. I thought, oh, you know, Gal Gadot playing the evil queen, the story going through, you got the chance to set these like beautiful German villages and the dwarves' cottage and what have you, never mind all the controversy surrounding the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Yeah, no. I looked at the budget for this film. Now, it's not got a star cast in there. Two of the names are fairly big, and then a couple of the voices of the dwarves are reasonably big names. But given the fact that casting is so small, they clearly spent all of their money on CGI because the new storyline is weird and just does not do the old storyline any justice whatsoever. And also the new songs, I could not tell you any of them. I could not remember any of them. Whistle While You Work, that song was in there. But when they start singing it, the timing and the key is just off. It just doesn't hit the right mark. Like, you know, you've got the Whistle While You Work, yeah, okay, but it was just really slow, and then it just kind of kept going back to, and it was just very, very weird. I'm like, how can you take that jaunty, beautiful song and just change it for the worse? I don't know. And then Hi Ho. Now, they have extended this one, and I did enjoy this one. Okay, so that song I did enjoy. It was slightly marred for me by the fact that whilst I was watching that bit, there was children running round the cinema, you know, up and round and down and up and round and down, and kept like whooshing past me because I was on the end of a row. But that's not the film's fault. The Hi-Ho song was good. And the CGI of the dwarfs was actually really good. And so understandably, they did spend a lot of time showing the dwarves on screen and having them interact. I enjoyed those scenes. I enjoyed watching the dwarves interacting because I thought that they were well animated. But for it being a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs live action remake, my favourite bit was the animation of the dwarves. Yeah, I'm just let you sit with that one for a minute. Yeah, and then the fact that we haven't got a prince, but we've got a guy called Jonathan. And Jonathan, like Robin Hood, seems to have a band of merry men, and they do things like, you know, stealing from the rich to give to the poor in the forest. Like, why have we then merged Snow White and Robin Hood? And then when Snow White goes deeper down into the forest, she falls through a bit of a weird hole in the woods, kind of following a creature into the woods. Why are we trying to merge Snow White with Alice in Wonderland? Like, there was a live action remake of Alice in Wonderland. There have been many different live action versions of Robin Hood. Why are we trying to bring those now into Snow White as well? I really tried to go in with an open mind because I'd heard that it wasn't doing well. We've all heard about all the controversy surrounding it, but for me, the story didn't work. It was so completely different. The songs didn't work. None of the new songs are memorable, and the only song that was existing that was okay was Hi-Ho. And the casting just didn't work either. I thought that the kind of look that they gave Rachel Zegler on this one was just a bit weird, and I found it very distracting, so I couldn't kind of settle into her performance to judge it properly. And now Gal Gadot was just overacting the whole time. Like, I get that the Evil Queen is a bit of a kind of, you know, you do get evil queen drag queens in drag shows, and you do get evil queen dames in pantomimes, but this was meant to be a live action remake of the Disney Evil Queen. Yeah, no. It was just hard to find anything. And then don't get me started on the artistic license that they took with Dopey. I'm not, again, spoiler free, completely spoiler free here, but what they did with Dopey, and Dopey as a character, and Dopey's character in this film, no, they took it too far. At that point, I actually, like, you know, turned to Ollie and was like, why have they done that? Why have they actually done that? Yeah, no, this is sort of unacceptable there, quite unacceptable. And then the ending was just awful, just awful, and it wasn't needed. The beginning wasn't needed, the ending wasn't needed, the middle was bad, and the songs were rubbish. So yeah, should you pay your cinema going money to go and see this one? No. There's no question there. No, you just absolutely shouldn't. Maybe when it comes onto Disney Plus, pop it on, see what you think, and then come back and let me know in the comments at what minute did you turn it off. That's all I have to say on that one. Yes, hopefully next week I will have a more positive movie review for you, but I'm always here to bring you my honest thoughts and opinions. If there's a particular movie that you would like me to go and watch this week and bring you my thoughts here next week, then do let me know in the comments. But other than that, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell to be notified when I make future bookish and movie related videos, and I will see you with my next one. Thanks for watching.